A cafe dream or an expensive trap? The real story of India's cafe business. It was around 11 o'clock at night. On a bright street in the city, a new cafe was turning off its last light, and the owner became silent upon looking at the cash drawer. 6 months ago, this exact same place looked like a dream. Reels were made on the opening day, friends praised it, and the owner felt that life was about to change now. But that night, a scary question stood before him. Was the mistake in the coffee, in the location, in the staff, or in the business plan that he never made seriously? Opening a cafe in India today has become a dream for many young entrepreneurs. Beautiful interior, a good menu, and a chance to go viral on Instagram, everything looks very easy from the outside. But the truth of the cafe business is hidden behind the counter. There is rent, there is salary, there is wastage, there is delivery commission, and there is a fight to call the customer back every day. Industry estimates say that thousands of new cafes and coffee outlets open every year in India. Out of these, a lot of cafes close down within a few months or in the very first year itself. Therefore, the matter of 3,600 cafes closing down should be understood like a warning signal. This is not a scary story, but rather a mirror that shows the need for business discipline. There was a time when only 2 or 3 famous coffee shops in the city used to be people's choice. Today, from metro cities to tier 2 towns, a new cafe is seen in every market. Earlier, people used to go to drink coffee. Now, they go to see the place, go to take photos, go to work, go on a date, and sometimes go to make themselves feel good. This exact thing is the big change. A modern cafe does not just sell coffee. It sells a mood, sells comfort, sells an identity, and sells an experience worth sharing on social media. But making an experience takes money. Good lighting, comfortable furniture, music system, air conditioning, a trained barista, and a clean kitchen, all these demand investment. Many new owners spend too much on the decor in the beginning. Later, they realize that beautiful walls do not pay bills, repeat customers and controlled costs alone save the business. India's coffee shops and cafes market is no longer a small niche. According to research reports, its size had reached hundreds of $millions in 2025. In the coming years, this market is expected to grow rapidly. But growth does not mean that every cafe will automatically go into profit. The real game is between demand and survival. Demand is increasing, but competition is increasing even faster than that, and the customer has a new option in every lane. The branded coffee shop market also showed rapid expansion around 2025. Big brands added hundreds of new stores, but the benefit of this does not reach every small cafe automatically. A big brand runs on supply chain, training, and data. A small cafe often starts with passion, but if passion is not turned into a process, the loss begins. The very first mistake is of the concept. The owner thinks that a cafe means coffee, sandwich, and good interiors, but the customer asks, why should I come here and why should I come back again? The concept of any cafe must be clear. Is it a student cafe, a work cafe, a premium coffee bar, a family hangout, or a quick takeaway model? When the concept is not clear, the menu too becomes confused. Sometimes pasta, sometimes momos, sometimes shake, sometimes sushi, and the kitchen remains average in every item. The customer today does not pay a premium price for average things. They either want value or want taste or want an experience, but they do not pay money for confusion. The second big thing is location. If a good cafe opens in a wrong place, it can struggle despite a good product, because footfall is the breath of the business. A high street location gives visibility, but its rent can be very heavy. An inside cheaper location saves expenses, but increases the burden of marketing to bring the customer. Therefore, while choosing a location, one should not just look at the crowd. Whether offices or colleges are nearby, whether parking is there or not, whether an evening crowd comes or not, all this has to be looked at. Many entrepreneurs do not do a realistic calculation of daily sales before signing the rent agreement. Later, rent, electricity, and salary combine to eat away the profit every month. Before opening a cafe, understanding the break-even is essential. How much bill should be generated daily? What will be the average order value? How many tables will turn? This should be clear on paper. If the monthly fixed cost is 3 lakhs and the gross margin is not right, then feeling happy just by seeing full tables can be dangerous. Sales and profit are different things. The third mistake happens in menu engineering. There are many items in the menu, but profitable items are few, and the kitchen's wastage keeps emptying the owner's pocket gradually. The margin is different across coffee, bakery, snacks, healthy bowls, and beverages. An item that is popular is not necessarily profitable always. A smart cafe is precisely that one which recognizes its hero products. 2 or 3 signature items remain in the customer's mind, and those exact items make the brand's identity. Today, the trend of a healthy menu is also increasing. Options like sugar-free, high-protein, vegan, millet-based, and fresh ingredients attract many customers. But writing healthy is not enough. Taste, portion, pricing, and honesty are necessary because a conscious customer now reads the label and writes online reviews too. The fourth challenge is the staff. A friendly server, clean uniform, correct tone, and quick response affect the customer experience just as much as the taste of the coffee. In many cafes, the owner has spent lakhs on the decor, but almost nothing on staff training. The result is that the place is beautiful, but the service is not remembered. The customer can forget bad coffee if the complaint gets handled respectfully. But a rude answer, late order, and a dirty table stop them from coming back again. The fifth thing is technology. Now QR menu, UPI payment, online reservation, inventory software, and customer data have become a necessity, not a luxury, even for small cafes. Technology tells the owner which item is selling, on which day the footfall is low, which ingredient is going to waste, and which customer came back. A cafe that does not look at data runs by guesswork. And in business, guesswork sometimes gives creativity, but numbers are needed for everyday survival. Online delivery has given a new path to the cafe business. Now, even if the customer does not come for dine-in, coffee, dessert, and snacks can reach their home. But the commission of delivery platforms can squeeze the margin. Therefore, smart cafes make the delivery menu different, keep the packaging strong, and gradually develop direct ordering too. Packaging today is not just a box. If coffee spills, a cake breaks, or fries arrive soggy, the customer blames the outlet, not the delivery boy. Social media today is the new signboard of a cafe. Many customers first watch an Instagram reel, read Google ratings, then decide whether to go or not. But only the first customer comes from a viral reel. The second visit comes from taste, hygiene, comfort, and service, and the third visit comes from trust. That is why a cafe owner should not do just influencer marketing. They should build a local community and think about birthday offers, student deals, work passes, and loyalty programs too. The trend of work cafes is also growing strong. Fast Wi-Fi, charging points, quiet corners, and comfortable seating are now even more important than the menu for many customers. But there is a danger in the work cafe model. A customer can sit for 3 hours and drink one coffee, so the table turnover and pricing strategy have to be made with a lot of thought. Some cafes make hourly work passes, a minimum order rule, or weekday combos. This method helps to balance the business without making the customer feel bad. Gaming, live music, and events can make a cafe a community space. But every activity must match the brand's concept, otherwise the atmosphere becomes confused and the cost heavy. A small cafe should also decide whether it will become premium or affordable. Getting stuck in the middle is the most dangerous, because the customer gets neither value nor luxury. In a premium cafe, quality, plating, ambience, and service must be flawless. In an affordable cafe, speed, consistency, and clean taste matter the most. Sustainability has now moved ahead of a marketing line. Paper packaging, less plastic, local ingredients, and responsible waste management create a positive impression in the customers' minds. But sustainability works only when the basic food quality is strong. No cafe can last just by selling an eco-friendly cup if the coffee is weak and the service is slow. Hygiene is the biggest trust factor. Whether it is an open kitchen or a closed kitchen, the customer must feel the cleanliness, because one bad review can hurt the entire brand. Licenses and compliance should also not be taken lightly. Things like FSSAI registration, local trade license, fire safety, music license, and labor rules should be included in the planning. Many new owners count the opening cost, but forget the working capital. A cafe needs extra cash to breathe for the first 6 to 12 months. Furniture, machines, and interiors are a one-time expense. But rent, salary, raw material, repairs, marketing, and platform charges come back every month. The real reason for a business closing down is many times a lack of cash flow, not a lack of customers. Money remains stuck in sales and bills arrive on time. The story of big brands gives a lesson too. Even in a big market like India, some international formats can struggle if the product market fit and unit economics do not support them. This does not mean that the cafe business is bad. This means that the cafe business certainly looks glamorous, but from the inside it is a business of operations, numbers, and patience. Before starting up, an entrepreneur should do a pilot test. The customer response can be understood through a small pop-up, cloud menu, weekend stall, or a limited seating model. Do not consider the praise of family and friends as market research. The real test is that customer who pays money from their own pocket and returns again without being told. A good cafe is not made on the opening day. It is made every morning with fresh stock, the cleaning of every table, the checking of every bill, and the reply to every complaint. If you want to start a cafe, first write down the dream, then write down the numbers. Then try to scare those numbers to see whether the business will be able to survive in low sales or not. The question is not whether the cafe market in India is growing or not. The question is whether your cafe has a clear reason to be remembered in the crowd or not. Because in the coming times, more cafes will open, more reels will be made, and interiors will shine more. But only that cafe will last which will understand trust along with taste, discipline along with design, and profit along with passion.
If this video has taught you something new, or if you feel this information should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video. Your small share can become valuable and useful information for someone else. If you have any questions related to this topic, or if you would like to share your opinion with us, be sure to write in the comment box. We read every question and suggestion from you, because your feedback inspires us to create better content. And if you want to keep receiving such interesting and reliable information about business, the economy, and the world in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel GRT Business and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of every new video directly. At GRT Business, we always strive to provide you with accurate, balanced, and reliable information. Our news and analysis are prepared based on information obtained from various news agencies, public sources, and public opinion. We make every effort to verify and validate each fact as much as possible. But in case of any possible error or dispute, the responsibility lies with the respective sources. Our only aim is to present you with a correct and trustworthy perspective so that you can understand any topic better.